used to have a quote that was up in the gym there where I worked at that said, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Which I love.
It's
like
fantastic.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so true. And I think that's important for everyone to kind of think through. But yeah, I think there are a few, tips as far as, getting through that big fear. In fact, I can probably think of three that I always talk about. And one is tell people what it is, what your big thing is that you want to do. It scares you. I get it. It's a challenge. But if you start telling people what you're going to do, whether that's run a marathon, or I don't know, start a blog, learn how to use Instagram or TikTok or whatever, right? Those are also,
for me, it would be learn how to cook.
Challenges. Yeah. Okay. See? And, and give yourself a big kind of goal there and be like, I'm going to have everyone over and I'm going to have a huge dinner party, on this day, but put it out there, define it, throw it out there and let people know. I mean, that might not work for everyone. For me, it worked for my type of personality, and I am pretty driven, I would say. But it kind of puts that stake in the ground. Yeah. Telling the world what I'm going to do really motivates me. And I think it's because I have a fear of looking like a total flake and backing out or backing down. And that fear of looking like a flake really kind of overrides the fear that I have in doing whatever that challenging thing is, which is kind of strange, but it definitely works for me. I told my family and friends before I quit my job in 2006, I told my family and friends that I was going to quit my job and travel around the world for a year, about a year and a half before I did it.
Oh, really?
Because I was starting to save at that time too, but I wanted to put that out there so that every time I saw them, that was the topic of conversation. Oh, how's that coming along? How are you doing? What are you doing? How are you getting ready? And it forced me to like move myself along. It's something that I probably could have easily drug my feet on.
And it is really good advice to sort of put it out there to, as you say, lay a stake in the ground, because even if you sort of fall off, so to speak, like fall behind and fall off, it's still a commitment that you have. And I do want to give all of us permission to let it morph into what you think it should be as you discover, right? So that it doesn't always end up exactly as you planned.
Yeah.
Like maybe my dinner party is now for 2 instead of 10.
But that's okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, I think as part of that too, putting that stake in the ground, it's also kind of putting some stuff in motion. Start taking some of those to-do steps. So when I quit my job to go do this, like I sublet my apartment, I had a going away party, I got rid of my cat before I ever even went in and quit my job. And I did that a little bit because I knew that when I quit my job, they were going to try to get me to stay. And this way I took away that kind of temptation to not do it. So like putting some things in motion, I think is great. Like send out an invitation for your party.
In 2 years, you're all invited to my house for spaghetti. No.